All right, so now, an ACE tradition. I think we started this. I realized 12 years ago that no matter who Houston and I invited to speak, no matter how many sessions we had, we could not create the perfect learning event for you and you and you. You have very specific interests, very specific contexts. And so we incorporated this idea of open space technology into the event to create a part of ACE which you design for yourself to have the conversations that you wish you could have at this event with people who are interested in the same thing. How many of you have experienced an open space event? This is going to be great. That's a small number. Maybe a third. So those of you who have experienced it, be compassionate and sympathetic to the people who have not, and helpful if you see an opportunity to be helpful. And speaking of being helpful, Zuzi, I haven't done this in a long time. Would it be okay if you told me if I leave anything out or make a mistake? Because I know you've done a lot of this lately, and I haven't done it since COVID. So I want somebody watching my back. All right, so the idea here is there is a couple of hours on both days, and these right over here, could I get a volunteer to pull those into the light? I mean, I know we've got a bunch of volunteers over here. To pull these two agendas over here into the light. This is the agenda for that time. And you will observe it's very empty. And what we're going to do in the next 20, 25 minutes or so is fill up this agenda with ideas for conversations that we would like to have. And then, during those times, the rules are as follows. Whoever has proposed a topic of conversation should be in that place because they're the ones who okay, I don't know how to finish that sentence. Yes, if you propose a topic of conversation, you should go and be in that space to engage with anyone who chooses to come. However, that is the extent of your responsibility. So suggesting that a conversation on a topic would be interesting doesn't mean that you're knowledgeable about it, although you might be, curious about it, although I hope you are. It just means it would be really nice if people who thought that this was an interesting idea would come together for half an hour and have a conversation about it. And whatever conversation that is the right conversation to have. Sometimes they're very open and round. Sometimes they're more confrontational. Sometimes there's just two people having a cup of coffee. And sometimes I've seen a whole crowd get around somebody who gets off on a storytelling rant. Whatever happens is fine, because the next rule is the law of 2 feet. If you ever find yourself in one of these spaces and you don't feel like you're getting what you want from it, and you don't feel like you can contribute, just walk away and go to another space. And the last rule is that it's over when it's over. So if the conversation fizzles out and nobody has anything to add before the 30 minutes is up, then go and do something else. There are no other rules except just to have healthy, constructive conversations about the things that we would like to talk about, the burning issues that are on our minds. And this is how we do it, how we fill this in. I'm going to ask you to come up here, take one of these pieces of paper with a session title on it, and write a session title on it, and then just tell all of us what your session title is, and find a space on the agenda to put it. And the reason that we ask for your name is that if there is, for example, 2 sessions that seem very similar and maybe they should be combined, we want to know who to talk to about doing that. That's the extent of your responsibility. And so those of you who have done this, did I miss anything important, Susie? Good? Okay. Those of you who have done this before can show the others how to do it. But now this is your time to propose topics for conversations you'd like to see happen.
I'm not the only one. Come on, come on.
Hi, everyone. I think we can extend this discussion. In our case, I'm interested in building community in an organization and things that can help make this community grow. So maybe after your meeting, we can discuss in the same room about that. Thanks.
Thank you. Oh, and this is a message for the hardworking folks who are creating the live captions right now. You can take a break. It's fine if you just do live captioning for all of the presentations. This is something different. Get yourself a cup of coffee.
Hello, everyone. I would like to propose also another topic which I'm looking inside our organization, recognition and rewards. It's something that maybe I even had a question for Gita, what she would think when we are pursuing a lot, just some numbers like pulse survey. What does it mean? Thank you.
Thank you, Ganti. I've done this a lot, not recently, but many times. I notice it always happens in 3 waves. There's a few people who come up first, and then people wait and think a while, and then a bunch of people come up and almost fill everything. Second wave starting.
Hi, so I have this really bad experience of working with big organizations, and even like listening to what Gita was saying, I wanted to start a discussion if anybody feels it's possible to have a big organization that is still good, or is it like when companies growing, they literally all die? So I want to talk about that.
Okay, I'll be there. The best thing about a live conference is that you can actually have conversations. Some of them happen spontaneously, but not all of them. So this is a way to have those conversations you really want to have.
Hi. I would like to talk about building trust in a remote-first environment.
Building trust in a remote-first environment.
Hi, my name is Eva. And Paul, you wrote something on LinkedIn like, this is my understanding, when you have a great team and you are delivering with, safe environment and great pace, you deliver great things. But if the team is overwhelmed, has too many things, you can still do it by using measurement, Kanban, and all this stuff. So you can agree that you can keep your team overwhelmed with too many staffs, and you can disagree. Let's talk about it. Am I right?
I don't want to correct you in front of this many people, but maybe we could have a conversation about that.
So I'm wrong.
So as I understand, you want to have a conversation about from the point of view of the team that is overwhelmed, or from the point of view of the manager who is deliberately overloading the team? Okay, so talk about overloaded teams.
Yes.
And what they mean for, okay.
Yes.
Great, that's a great topic. I haven't seen the one that I always see. There's one topic everybody always wants to talk about at this conference.
Hi, I'm very interesting why and when we should use the evidence-based management and for which products And if someone from here has the same problems, I hopefully find some solution for my products.
We have some specialists in evidence-based management here. Maybe they'll drop in.
I just would like to throw a topic that is metrics for measuring success, and is vague by purpose.
Hello, my name is Gosia, and I would like to propose a topic to discuss how to engage team within this remote environment. So I worked in a project where it was quite difficult to get people committed, and maybe you have some ideas how to do it.
Wonderful. Remote team engagement. Is it for tomorrow? Oh, goodness, yes. That's today. This is tomorrow.
Sorry, I have a little bit sore throat still after like my allergy, but I hope that you can hear me very well. I would like to talk, and maybe I will first ask Susie that she started, if maybe she wants to combine a session with me, because I want to talk about strengths-based teams. So we focus mostly on our shortcomings and things that we are not good at. And what about like creating teams based on strengths and how we can actually enhance it? Also like people who manage or help those teams to be better. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Should I write my name with you? Yes. Okay.
Hello, my name is Angel Diaz. I'm from Spain, and I'm an agile coach. And I heard during the last 15 years a lot about self-organization. You need to build self-organization. The question is, do you have an informed way to do that? Or do you just take it for granted? So I have a small instrument that I would like to share with you guys that I use to teach my Scrum Master how to build self-organization in an informed way.
Thank you. Problems you're having at work? Questions? The reason you came to this event? Other than to just see other people. This is so wonderful. Contributions you'd like to make. Things only you know. Passions, special interests.
So maybe let's talk about how to convert rewarding individuals in the large organizations to rewarding teams instead, to boost that self-organization. And
my topic would be how to handle dependencies from a client. So we can encourage people to come up with ideas and questions, but in some cases it's hard to do actions when we have constraints because of the environment, how we are working with the client. So that would be my topic. Thanks.
Thank you. So many creative, intelligent, experienced human brains.
Hi, so I was thinking that maybe if someone would be interested, we could discuss product continuous discovery, as I just recently introduced that for my product, and I was hoping to hear your experiences with that method as well.
Thank you. I think we have a few experts here who might drop in on that one too. We don't have to fill the boards, but we can. And when I say we can, I mean I'm sure we're able to. And now is the part where there's an uncomfortable silence before the third wave begins. Or as Nancy Klein would say, time to think.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to start a conversation about OKRs and agile metrics, hopefully in a bigger company, a bigger organization. Like, how do you measure Scrum metrics, agile metrics, and again, OKRs?
Thank you.
Hi, I would like to propose a topic: deep work and 4 days work week.
Hi, so I have some issues with my voice, but I hope it would be understandable. My name is Adrian and I'm working for Ocado Technology. And we have a product called Ocado Smart Platform, which we sell for our retailers. And I would like to discuss with you how to handle a roadmap of such a generic product, but with different user channels like web client, mobile, etc. So that's my proposal.
It's great to have some product-related topics coming up.
Hi, my name is Simon. I'm interested in a topic on teaming leadership teams, which is slightly different because my experience has been that leadership teams, because each leader has their own defined domain, tend to devolve into work groups. So this is an opportunity to either come in and argue existentially that leadership teams are work groups, shouldn't be a team, or if you have best practices on getting leadership teams to actually function as a team. That's the topic.
Hi everyone. So I would like to talk with some of you about outputs versus outcomes. Maybe how to start talking with dev teams about outcomes, not about outputs. More about the value being delivered, less about the velocity of the team, such topics. I will name it outputs versus outcomes.
Hello, my name is Pavek. My topic is because I'm struggling with how to engage our customers, our clients, to make products in more agile way. Because, you know, we still have contracts, the scope given upfront, yes, and we are, for example, working in an agile way, but our client, when hearing this word beginning from A, they, don't want to talk, don't want to work anymore, yes. And how to build the trust, how to formulate contracts, how to engage them, yes, and work together in more agile way.
That's the one I was waiting for. We talk about it at every ACE for 12 years, and one of these days, we're going to find the solution.
Hi, morning, everyone. My name is Natalia, and I would like to initiate some kind of conversation about how to work with resistance and rollbacks when you implement Agile Scrum into the team that works together for 20 years. And yeah, all the time it's a bit challenging. So maybe you have some kind of experience, and I would be really happy to hear it from you.
Thank you.
Hey, I got interested with one phrase I heard in your introduction speech. You mentioned some people being more people-oriented, agile coaches, and some people being process-oriented, agile coaches. And as a person who's still in a discovery phase of her career, I wanted to talk about that to all of you.
Thank you. That's one I've been giving a lot of thought to lately, too.
Hi guys, my name is Paul. I'm working as a project manager, and my point of interest is the difference between the external and internal project management. So I'm working, let's say, both a little bit. I want to know the pros and cons, your experience, difference, and it would be great to just talk about it. So this is my topic. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, Maciej here. I have two, actually. Can I have two? Cool. So, first one is that basically there's this common narrative about so-called agile transformations. I was actually wondering if that's an apt description, which in a best-case scenario is a buzzword, and a worst-case scenario can turn into dramatic turn of events. So I was wondering if transformation and organizational evolution are opposites or not necessarily. I'd like to discuss. Second one, half seriously, half jokingly, is that I was wondering about one particular case, if anyone is as irritated as I am when people are referring to Scrum events as ceremonies.
Thank you.
Hi again. Tomorrow I will be speaking about business resilience, so how to make your business, your team, your department more responsive to the unexpected. And it's going to be a talk, just a short talk, 30 minutes, but I would like also to do a short workshop for the people that are just interested in knowing a little bit more about the model, or how to do it in practice. So I will put a small, like 30 minutes workshop for you to have a taste of how the model looks like.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Pallavi. I just, hearing from the conversation earlier too, I was wondering what me as an individual team member can do in a conservative organization to introduce topics of physical safety or, let's say, human-centric organization.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Marcin. And I would like to hear about your experience in answering on two basic questions from the client about how much will it cost and when it will be done.
They still ask that? Yeah. Oh.
Okay, so my topic is going to be pretty broad. So is it be agile or do agile? Hey, my name is Anya. So this is to product managers and product owners mostly, but I'd like to understand your level of freedom in decision making and how it impacts your work and how it changes lately.
Thank you. So we still have the space for a few more sessions. Looks like we've got 4 in process. So a few more. Any other ideas, any other topics you'd like to talk about? Because if you leave at the end of the day on Friday and you say, I didn't get what I wanted out of that conference, it was this session right here. I take no responsibility.
Hello. I would like to ask how to repair Scrum in the organization, to focus more on the process or on the teams?
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Olga. I'm a business analyst considering to change my career path into project management. And I have kind of a concern and I'm a little bit afraid that project managers, all they do is spend their day into back-to-back meetings. I know they're responsible for too many things, and this is an important part of their job, but this is not something I would like to do. So I would like to hear your experience, whether you can confirm that concern of mine, or is it something I can do differently as a product manager, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, that would be a really interesting topic, because one of the things, I've done some research in this, and I haven't found any two product managers whose days are the same. They all have different approaches to the work. So I'm going to leave a little space for spontaneity. Between today and tomorrow, there'll be maybe some things that come up. And so I'm going to leave this intentionally with like 1 or 2 blank spaces. I mean, unless you want to fill it right now. And these will be available, but also we have someone who is converting them into a Miro board. And the Miro board will be available online. There's QR codes to it all over the place, and on the huge display in the main hall.